to finish this. I'm not going to do a whole another video and try to connect it. Maybe if you care, you'll go back and look. This is the family where I was brought. This is me in 1941. This is Larry Flynn. I wrote a book about mind control murders, 76 to April Fool's Day of 80, when they put antifreeze in me. So this has been ongoing, and then carried me across the state line illegally and to Huntsville, where I ended up in that condition. I should have died. I worked for Fred Simpson, Madison County DA in Huntsville, and that's where John Lennon was shot and killed while I was there, not in Huntsville, he wasn't, but he was shot while I worked for the DA in November of 80. And I'll leave it at that. That's part of the mind control murders that have been done in patterns. What I wanted to read to you is this. Everywhere I've gone, it's been deliberate. They're saying that wasn't deliberate. The Terminex that did the spraying of this odorless, well, what's been done to me, I'm not saying it won't be to where I can't smell it, but it's been fumes and the chemicals where I thought I would die. I mean, it's been a living hell, and it makes me run from one place to the other, and it makes me, if you don't care to, and everybody around here knows the truth, the media, all of them do, and they do nothing. But anyway, it makes me look like this flaky lady, and it doesn't show what I'm responding to, all right? And if you did a background check on me, you wouldn't even get my real name or any of the truth in this. So you talk about a frame, just like they did to my father. They framed him, and it's never been, I hope I live to see the truth told. But I'm going to use this one here. I respond to chemicals. My immune system attacks itself when I inhale chemicals. And the only way out is you stop it. It's like turning on the light. I inhale it, and I go into my immune system attacks itself. The inflammation, all parts of the body. Over years, it could be so toxic that it kills me, or I go into a coma again, or go into a coma, let me put it this way. So I wanted to read this, because this involves, if you care to go back on my YouTube or Facebook, which Facebook's been, I don't know, hacked, let me put it that way. So I'm going to read this and make it simple. There was a mind control murder that was done here, and a friend of mine, and I hope I'm not getting him in trouble. He's with law enforcement though, but anyway, he gave me because I've been kept penniless. He gave me this camera, and so I could upload and tell this. But anyway, Alexis Murphy was one of them that was kidnapped, and there's a man in prison now, even though they haven't found her family. And believe me, everybody around here, not just the media, knows this. And it's like kill a messenger. Get me. People really hate me, and I have done nothing but try to live. And they are the ones that have committed the crimes. What's been done to me has been deliberate. I'm going to read this, and I'm going to say this. This was a year ago, and all these people could be put under oath. And at some point, you know it's the truth, just the part about deliberately using chemicals to run me and then scaring me with coming in and taking my power of attorney, because they would never bring all this up. And just saying, hey, you're nuts. They can do anything they want to, and everybody stands around and just wishes I would disappear. And this very tape could be used against me. But I want to say this, if you're leaving out, and I never have a say, all right, and you're leaving out the truth. Anyway, what this woman did, I've stayed here before at Affordable, and over the years they've done the same thing. I've tried to leave. I've gone back to Huntsville, back to Atlanta, and I get run back here. So without going further, because I've put documents and stuff up on YouTube and up on Facebook, I'm going to read this. I went back over there. I was run from where I lived when it was sold, and anyway, it's deliberate what they're doing, the toxic fumes and what they do to me. and I have to move. It's on May the 14th of last year, and it's from Affordable Corporate Suites Northern Drive, but it was sent through their home office here, which is totally aware of all this. It's been done to me before the chemicals, and they all know that I'm allergic. And I was told here where I'm at now that, hey, we have a lot of people that can't take chemicals, and they tell us not to spray, and they don't, because people would be locked up. It's assault with a deadly weapon, but they don't have to fear the law coming in and handcuffing them. I can't get an attorney, and who do you think's in on all this? Here's what it said, but when I walked into her office, and I'd been there before, and the woman that was prior had done the same thing, she just didn't give me a letter, but she had died during the couple of years I was gone and came back here then. Anyway, I'm going to read this. She said to me, this Debbie McKay, that she had worked for a bank and was appointed to the board as a board member, etc. And she had left to take this position for this corporate suite, and it's she helps clean and rents it, so it's not, she gets a free apartment, etc. She says she came here for someone else that Gene Croft, who I know very well. I stayed there 17 months from August of '09 till March of 11, I guess it was, or 12, I can't, of 11. Or 12, I can't think right now. I'd have to have the letter. I paid rent everywhere I went, so I'm losing time here. The video, and then I'll have to give background or try to get someone to understand it, and hope somewhere somebody on the social media can do something. This is when I paid it, the rent. She told me to look at the monitor or the computer that they put stuff in. It's a computer. She had her daughter's picture up there in a gown, I guess, for her home finishing high school. Okay. And she said her name's Alexis, and I'm not going to let happen to her what happened to Alexis Murphy. Well, Alexis Murphy was killed, and it was one of the mind control murders. So in other words, people gang up on me. I've told about all this, and all this has been done to me, and it's really sickening. They do not want the truth told. So here's what finally and see, you're not getting what I'm responding to here. There's a lot more just to while I stayed here. I came there on, I believe, April the 3rd, and I get this letter May the 14th. It says, and this is mostly a lie, but you wonder where the Environmental Protection Agency, who ran in on this Virgin Island, U.S. Virgin Island deal just now, where they've been in all this, and OSHA. Here's what she put. When I simply asked them, could I use non-toxic or buy them and stop them, because they didn't even use in my room what they used in the others' rooms that were clean. They used really toxic that would knock me out, and it was horrible. But here's what she said in this letter given to me, and she said if I tried to pay rent, I asked her, I said, what if I come up and try to pay rent? She said, I'll have the police come out and escort you off the property. And I don't doubt that they would and charge me with something. They'd find something. She says, as per our conversation, which remember, this is not entirely true at all. You stated that the cleaning supplies we used were detrimental to your health. Well, excuse me, but hell yes, they were. She should be made to tell, and you should see what went on inside, what really happened. I mean, it's a sick joke and would cause life-threatening situation because you have an immune deficiency, an immune disorder. I'm allergic to chemicals. That's my words, the last one. You can see this here enough. I'm reading, we are unable to comply with your request, and my request was if they didn't use chemicals that are so strong and powerful. You'd have to see it. I hope one day there was somehow pictures made and you get to see it.